Chris 6 News at noon continues.
Well, good noontime, everybody. We're looking at a temperature right now already at 88 degrees. That tells me we're going to look at the low 90s for today. And as we get into this weekend, it's going to be a hot one. So you want to make sure your air conditioning is working. You want to make sure, the older people and the younger people don't get too exposed to the heat, because it's going to get serious. We're looking at heat indexes very high. This, of course, is going to be our problem. The rain opportunity has gone away. Well, even though we do have a lot of low-level moisture, it's that upper-level moisture that's gone that won't allow any shower activity. The heat wave across the country is now coast to coast. We're looking at record temperatures in California, believe it or not. And, of course, they usually get hot stuff throughout the Midwest and all the way into the Carolinas, where they're into the mid-90s. These temperatures running about 4 or 5 degrees above what normally they get this time of year. Now, while we are looking at some shower activity in East Texas, none of that is really expected to come to our area, although you might see a few clouds associated with this. But here's the big ridge of high pressure that's basically sitting down, squeezing the atmosphere over most of the country and making it rather warm. On the southwest coast, in the southwest rather, they get what we call the monsoon season, and basically moisture comes up from the ocean and the Gulf of California, and that moisture becomes rain and thunder showers out here in Arizona and New Mexico. They kind of like this because it's a break from the intense heat. So the monsoons also cause the dust storms that they call the haboobs. On the other side of the world, we've got Chris, the tropical storm, finally got its act together and is moving away. Now, we have a few sprinkles out in East Texas. Not much happening for us in terms of precipitation. What we do have is some pretty hot stuff right on through the next 5 to 7 days. As I mentioned, Chris is now moving away as a Category 2 hurricane. The major concern, however, is this. These are the remnants of Tropical Wave Beryl. Came through the Caribbean, fell apart, but now you can see there's a lot of convection there, and that has a 50% potential to actually strengthen back up to a tropical storm. If it does, no major problems, because all the computer models then continue to follow it right behind Chris. So big bubble of hot air over the country. It's hot here. It's hot pretty much everywhere. It's July. I know it's supposed to be hot, but this is just getting a little crazy. You know what I'm thinking? It's just already, it's been since May. So hot and humid, low 90s, then getting up into the mid 90s over the weekend, and the heat index is going to be up to 105. So that's, if you're trying to do some gardening in the middle of the afternoon, that's going to get you. So take it easy and do it early or late.